back to the second part of this video, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. Dear student, first of all, I'm going to tell you something very short about the poet. Sir Stephen Harold Spender was born on 28 February 1909 in Kensington, London. He was a great English poet, novelist and essayist of the 1930s who always wrote on the themes of social injustice and the class struggle in his work. Spender began his work as a novelist in 1929, but it was published much later in 1988. His early poem was much influenced by socialist poets. He joined Communist Party of Great Britain in 1936. Spender died of heart attack in Westminster, London in 1995 on 16th of July at the age of 86. Now my dear students, I come to the next part, that is the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is class division and the suffering of proletariats, that means the class of ordinary people. The poet has tried very nicely to bring the class struggle and the disparity in the society and how the poor people are suffering, and he demands a social justice for them. Now we come to the next part of this video, that is word meanings. Stanza 1. Gusty. Gusty means here it is full of energy. Rootless. Rootless means baseless, having no support. Weeds. Weeds is unwanted plants. Here the slum children are regarded as unwanted plants. It is metaphorically used. Pallor. Pallor means the paleness. Weighed down. Weighed down means bent down due to poverty here. Paper seeming, like paper. Rat's eye, looking like rats, suffering from malnutrition as if looking for food. Stunted. Stunted means underdeveloped. Heir, A-T-I-R, heir, the pronunciation will be heir. It means inheritor. Twisted. Twisted means bent or turned so that the original shape is lost. Gnarled. Here G again is silent. G is silent here. Gnarled means naughty or twisted. Unnoted. Unnoted means not marked. Dear friends, second stanza, the word meanings. Sour. It is unpleasant. It is again metaphorically used. The poet has used a lot of metaphors in this poem. Cream walls. Cream colored wall. Cream colored walls. It is again metaphorically used. Donations. Given as a charity. Shakespeare's head. Portrait of Shakespeare. Cloudless. Here prosperous. It is also, you can say, metaphor. Dome. Dome means building. Belled. Bell means having bells. In one way you can say it is decorated. Flowery. Decorated. Tyrol is related to Tyrol, an Austrian alpine province. It is a beautiful place. Tourists visit this place. Many tourists visit this place. Open-handed. It means generously. Next, awarding. Here awarding means showing. Awarding means showing. Fog. Darkness. Here fog means darkness. You can say this is metaphoric use. Sealed. Sealed means confined or imprisoned. 14. Capes. Capes means high land sticking out into the sea. 15. Stars of words. Enlightening words of knowledge. Dear students, now we come to next stanza, that is stanza number 3. Wicked, naughty. Tempting, enticing. Still, escape. Slyly, secretly or cunningly. Cramped holes, small dwellings or shanties. Number 6. Endless night. Here, endless night is again metaphoric use. Death. Slag. Slag means waste material. Heap. Heap means mound. Slag heap. It is a pile of slag from mine. Peeped. Peeped means visible. Spectacles. Spectacles means looking glasses. Mended. Repaired. Blot. Blot means blemish, mark on the surface. Doom. Doom means destruction that cannot be avoided. Stanza 4. Catacomb. that means underground graves. Azure means the blue sky. So dear students, we have come to another section of this video, Poetic Devices. There are lots of poetic devices in the poem, but I have selected some of them. You can just check it out. Far, far from. It is repetition. It is also alliteration. Like rootless weeds. It is simile. Paper simming boy. To me it is simile because it is a comparison between two dissimilar things, paper and the boy, right? So I can call it a simile. Sour cream, wall. It is metaphor. Painted with fog, metaphor. Lead sky, metaphor. Far, far from, repetition and alliteration. Surely Shakespeare, this is alliteration. It is also called sibilance. Sibilance means repetition of soft sound like S. Fog to endless night, it is metaphor. Slum, as big as doom, it is simile. Leaves like catacomb, again simile. Break open, it is repetition. Dear friends, we come to another part, another segment of this video, that is think it out. That means there are some questions and answers to be answered. The tall girl with her head weighed down means the girl is ill and exhausted. B. The paper simming boy with rat's eyes means the boy is thin, hungry and weak. Next, the stunted, unlucky heir of twisted bones means the boy has an inherited disability. D. His eyes live in a dream, a squirrel's game in the tree room. Other than this means the boy is full of hope in the future. E. The children's faces are compared to rootless weeds. This means they are insecure. Now the question is, question number 2 is, what do you think is the color of sour cream? Why do you think the poet has used this expression to describe the classroom walls? Answer. I think that the color of sour is dull white or off-white or very light yellow color. I think that the poet has used this expression in order to describe the classroom walls. The dull color has been used to draw a parallelism between the sordid plight of the slum children and the dullness of the classroom walls. Question number 3. The walls of the classroom are decorated with pictures of Shakespeare, buildings with domes, world maps and beautiful valleys. How do this contrast with the world of these children? Answer. The walls decorated with pictures and the stark reality of the slum children present antithesis. The pictures of cloudless dawn, portrait of Shakespeare, high-rise buildings, Austrian Alpine province, that is Tyrolese Valley, have grossly failed to change the plight of the slum school children. Though the allure of these pictures can never give these children their social justice, so the pictures are just the opposite of what the children are suffering in the slum. Next question. What does the poet want for the children of the slums? How can their lives be made to change? Notice how the poet picturizes the condition of slum children. Answer. If we look at the condition of the slum school children and the poet's urge in the last stanza, we will be able to understand that the poet wants a classless society for the slum children, where there will be no discrimination. Stephen Spender urges the governors, inspectors and visitors to initiate social justice so that the slum children also get the privilege of proper education and have a wonderful life. Dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this video. But before I leave, I would like to request you subscribe for my channel. It gives me a lot of tempo and encouragement to make more and more videos. But don't forget to give in your comments. That also helps me to make my videos according to your choice and likings. Thank you very much once more.